and the local district attorney, Sam Oakman, who's been a long-time friend of mine. He's like one of the longest-serving district attorneys in the state of Texas at the time. Just quite a character and most enjoyable. And so we were out sitting around the fire pit in November of 2003 and drinking a little beer. Sam never bought his own beer. He always drank mine, but that's a cheap price to pay for the wisdom that I got from Sam. But Sam and I were talking. He said, Lane, do you miss the Rangers? And I said, Sam, I do. I miss it. I miss it badly because I don't feel like I'm making a difference anymore. And he drank a little more of my beer and he said, well, if you want to make a difference, Lane, become a Texas sheriff in a county of less than 60,000. If you want to make a difference, do that. I mean, and that's one of those things that just infiltrated my mind. It's kind of like my mother saying, I want you to be an accountant. Sam saying, if you want to make a difference, being a sheriff. And I've been around sheriffs all my life. And I know how difficult it looked to me to be a sheriff because there's so many working pieces to be a sheriff. It doesn't even compare to being a Texas Ranger. And I never really wanted to be a sheriff because of seeing all the things that the sheriffs have to handle. But Sam said that to me. And I end up, I'm kind of leaving out a step or two here, but it would go on forever if I didn't. So I'm working for AT&T, and I'm in charge of international investigations. And so I'm in Bangalore, India, and the guy who was sitting at this desk at that time was David Walker, a friend of mine. We worked a lot of investigations together, just a great kid. When I say kid, he's 20 years younger than me. And I never thought that I'd have the opportunity to be a sheriff. And in this very office one day, I told David Walker, I said, if you ever decide you don't want to run, call me. I might like to run for sheriff because of Sam Oakman, that knucklehead drinking my beer. Put those seeds in my head, and so I'm in Bangalore, India. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning, maybe 5:30 in the morning, standing on a rooftop, and of course it's 11 and a half hours difference. I don't know why in India it's a half hour difference. Everything else is even up, but not India. Oh no. And so my phone rang, and I looked at it, and it was David Walker. And I thought, well, that's kind of weird. It was afternoon here, probably 5 o'clock or so. And so I answered the phone. He said, Akin? He always called me Akin. I always called him Walker. He said, Akin, I've decided I'm not going to run again. Would you be interested in running? And I said, I'll be on the next plane back. And so I came back and ran for sheriff. And luckily enough, on March 1st, 2016, the voters voted me in.